The phone continues with the ninja after they were arrested in the past part, because they launched a rescue operation for the ninja, and now they are in a court to rule on them. But the problem is that Dareth is the ninja's lawyer. A merciless judge known for showing no leniency has arrived. After a brief period, the judge's presence unnerves the defendants, and he sentences them to terms ranging from life to 5 years in prison, in the worst prison in Ninjago. Remember, everything in this prison is designed to capture prisoners by ninja, so it's clear Ninja won't have a pleasant stay. A day later, Ronin J and his criminal gang catch up to Ninja. It's clear they don't know any better, but thank God he won't intervene and let the plot unfold before it's built. Far from Ninja, there's a new video dropped on our channel about the film Hour and a Half. And what if Hour and a Half was a movie? The cat didn't cause an accident, but that's not our topic. You'll find a link below in the description to get it from Charon at Montada. It's a fun watch, but let's continue with your visit to Lloyd, who will go in his time. And it was expected that the visitor would be his teacher, but he finds a strange person wearing his mask, saying that he is the messenger of the Crystal King. And the messenger here came from them, sent with a message. And your important news? Lloyd says that he is the Crystal King. He gathers all the ninjas, and soon he will attack the ninjas and not hit them until he destroys them. Lloyd asks him, "Okay, sir, thank you. But why are you telling me all this?" The messenger tells him, "No, he's just messing around. I wanted to see your scared reaction. And there's nothing you can do." Sometimes when a day comes and he leaves, Lloyd tries to sneak out and tries to run behind him while the security is distracted. He tries to escape, so they chase Lloyd. And unfortunately, the messenger escapes, and now they catch Lloyd and return him to his cell again. While we see the kingdom of Shantro in the locked room with King Hazadar, comes the departed Crystal Knight Aspira, and goes to Hazadar and says that the Crystal King calls his council 20 of the ninjas. So Hazadar says, "Peace, hello, welcome. I will go to look at their father's eye." Before we continue, I want to let you know that a new video for him dropped on the channel. It's not an hour and a half long, but the new one is worth watching. He works something to meet, and the important life hustle, don't forget to go watch it, and let me know your opinion in a comment, and that's it. Let's continue. The ninjas are back, they eat, they come to them scared, and whoever tells them their time that the new ninja they imprisoned and that they are better than them in relation to him. He died once, and if the ninja is beside them, it's ours an upset koi that rushes at him. A quarrel erupts between the ninja and the criminals, ending with security arriving to arrest Bather as he returns to Zanzanto. He declares that the Christian king lives in the ninja. They get over 100 of this at the Jadin training center on the other side. She regained her senses, but lost her strength, keeping her in a mental state similar to Ziftu. Her hour begins that she throws all her ninja tools. But the teacher's not happy. He tells her that before she was a ninja, she was in her honor. She starts making again, so she can return again. Casamurai X Blue. In prison, she sees the crystal anklet that goes to Basor in the cell and tells him the same words. And Basor agrees and escapes with them from prison. But this time, the ninja Bikano is coming to Jaffin, who is happening, and they say at times, "What do you say? Abu al-Qanun and Abu Jamilin." They open the cell and go. And Basor, before he escapes, but as usual, they don't need him. I tell you that security's thinking about them, they want them to escape. Then, the ninja comes behind, and after a lot of running, unfortunately, Basor can escape, and the ninja returns and overcomes him again like the dogs on the ninja's day. During the remaining months, they receive tube feeding to enable them to work for the prison. Sometimes we see a broken down car on the road, and someone stops to help the driver. But between you and me, it's clear, he is the real director. So it doesn't take a long time, and we will see the new samurai that is coming. And the bus door breaks, and the ninja escapes while the security is busy with the director, and the director keeps riding his car and the ninja's vehicle, and they escape while the bus flips over, and they fly behind them, so the security calls the president who is freaking out, and he talks to the police chief who belongs to Ninjago. But he tells him that his victory ends at the borders of Ninjago, and the prison is outside Ninjago. Since he can't do anything, the president naturally freaks out even more, and he orders all the forces to move to arrest the ninja and declares them outlaws. Meanwhile, the ninja find themselves facing Arab police behind them, so they try to escape into the desert, and they actually start to get away and manage to lose them. But the problem is that their vehicle breaks down, and they are forced to continue their journey on foot. But the problem is that the tall, imposing police officer is persistent, and they try to hide from him. If he climbs up, he might devise a solution to save them, they said. They split up, and despite the difficulty, the director wanted his son to accompany him. They named their vehicle Sally, a ninja in disguise. They don't believe in the ninja's power, they ride with it. They don't believe in the ninja's power, they ride with it. But the problem is that Sally turns out to be crazy in love. Upon seeing police cars, she panics, claiming she fled her home initially and assuming he called the police to arrest her. And her watch comes out running in Arabic, while the ninja tells her that the police are coming for them, and they are actually for her. So Sally's watch says, oh my goodness, will you record this for me, Dad? While she tries to escape, her watch falls into a puddle of water, while the police tell the ninja that they will surrender themselves. Sally realizes they are running, and the ninja is her watch. The watch falls into a river as they run from the edge. The policeman makes her watch a point behind them to arrest them easily, but the river freezes, allowing their escape. Successfully. This means there will be a simple problem. The Arabic language has exploded, so naturally her watch will fall into her father's Arabic, and he will explode it originally. But it's good that her watch is close by, reminding her of her parents' love and that they would be happy if she returned home. She grows angrier with them in Arabic, so her watch will be persuaded by his words and go to her remorseful father's house for a hug. Zane, Kai, and their director walk to the house Twitch. A man working as an electrician who wasn't thinking about it had an increase in brain activity. Jay, Lloyd, and Cole would occasionally walk to Twitch's house and gather there for hours. If they asked me why they were initially scared of the big event and the director's murder, is it because I don't care? Anyway, Lloyd says, they say the plan is that they know that the Crystal King is sending invitations to the criminals and includes Isor, Hazador, and Asphira. The plan is to kidnap an uninvited criminal, like Violent or Croissant Soto, and quietly take their place to infiltrate and receive an invitation from the Crystal King, as these criminals would expose them all if they understood the situation. They will go there and know the location, time, and details of his council. But unfortunately, they don't try to think too much because the police arrive with Twitchy and the ninja. They assume that they are running away. The remaining criminal that the ninja chose to disguise in his place is the mechanic who, if not thinking, he wanted to take Zen's members in the 4th season. Time. The important ninja at that time, they start fighting with him, and they are able to defeat him and take his clothes and wear them for Lloyd. And indeed, it doesn't take a long time, and the Crystal Ankabut comes to him and says the same message. Floyd, of course, agrees and goes with him, and I don't need to tell you that the ninja are following Lloyd to know the important place with the clouds. Lloyd goes behind a spider in a pen under Ninjago. When another pen opens, he is surprised by a secret that scares him, and he stays there. He assembles a vehicle that moves extremely fast. Ninjago pursues the mechanic, but he proves too fast, even with his self-sabotage. The vehicle flips, and Ninjago attempts to catch up, but the mechanic escapes easily to reach the Crystal King before being caught. Unfortunately, the problem is not here. Lloyd has the network completely stopped, and Ninjago can't reach him or track him. The important thing is that when Lloyd arrives, it's time for the Crystal Bark Council, and there are Balaki, Spera, Bethor, Hazador, Mizdorex, and finally his messenger. The important thing is that when Bakao comes, they say that within what is between them, and after they reconcile with some of the inside, they discover that he is the mechanic, or, in fact, Lloyd and Lloyd's time. They tell them to make a whirlwind. They tell them Jay came and they turned green in their teeth, and Ant. The knights followed him before fleeing, and then the many came striking everywhere. Hiromi's appearance surprises and overwhelms him. Before he loses his sight, a messenger informs him of the unexpected situation, which he finds satisfying. Hiromi was thought to have died fighting the Lord of Injustice alongside Lloyd in the 1st season. Of course, how did she live fundamentally? Or what is the subject of this Crystal King? And who originally is the Crystal King? All of this we will know in the upcoming parts. That concludes the episode's summary. Stay tuned for the upcoming episode. Leave your comments below. This is Hadoda and Tut Tut signing off with the simplicity of the story.